Welcome, everybody. We are here. I'm Cortland, and I am with my friend Enzo. And today
Hello.
we are talking to our two friends, Celine and Miek. And we're here because you two are going to be hosting an event here at the Pyramid, right? What is, can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing?
You have made all the notes. First, yeah, we're gonna do something about love and relationships and the fear you have that's blocking you.
What's the workshop called?
I don't know.
It's a familiar constellation workshop.
How does
basically.
it call?
Oh, it's called like love, desires, and fears into one relationship. It's to explore. Yeah, it's to explore like mostly our fears that we can have, being with a partner, and try to overcome those fears. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
by doing a constellation, a familiar
And
constellation.
you're both visitors to the city. Where are you from? Tell us where you're from.
So I'm from France, so I'm Celine, I'm from France. I lived in France and I also traveled a lot. I traveled in India before coming here. I'm a yoga instructor. I also do breath work and meditation, and here I also work like mainly I want to work in tantra, like it's the path of the tantra. Yeah.
And you, Miek?
Yeah, Miek is from Holland.
Yeah.
Ah, and yeah, in Holland I was a craniosacral therapist
Oh yes.
to work one-on-one with people, body work and also body talk, and I do also family constellations and organization constellations.
What is? I noticed that in the notes. What is family constellation? It's a new term for me, and I'm sure.
Yeah,
for
it's a
Yeah,
new
some
term
people
for
as well.
most of the people.
What is that?
Um, what is it in short? Let me think. Yeah, mostly you have an question about your life that comes in circles, the visual circle, that things happened and after a year happen again and again, and you recognize and you think, oh wow, I want to change that, but how can I do that? And then you can do a constellation, but you must have a good question. When you have a good question and you drop it into the field, it's just like a sort of quantum field, and then the answer is coming up, and you work with that as a different word in English for me, representatives. Yeah, I call them the people who are doing the role of your father, of your mother, and it's really amazing that you recognize them in your father or your mother, because you put them into that place and they say the words or the things, or they look at you at the way, yeah, your parents did or somebody else.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, that like most things we have are from our parents.
Yeah.
They're the people who make us who we are and who mess us up,
Yeah,
but also
yeah.
make us cool. And
Yeah.
so it's fixing all of that and finding that, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it were some transgenerational patterns.
Does it go past parents? Are there more patterns from generations before that?
Also.
Yeah, but you can also do ask the things into the future. That's what I also like
Oh,
about. The most people who work with family constellations always go only into the past, but I like it to also to invite the future and learn from the future. Yeah, it's all now.
What's his name?
Sorry, it's Esmeralda, and she's traveling. She's 7 years old, and she has always been traveling with me, and she's attached
She wants
a
some
lot.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will be part of the interview.
And so for her dog parents, what have you been able to help her release?
So, I hear that it's a full day workshop.
Yeah.
And there's 3 parts to it. Can you tell us a bit about that? Like, there's meditation, cacao ceremony. and
Yeah, there
what
will
was the other
be
one?
different dynamics, welcoming cacao ritual to open our hearts and to be really present here and now. Talk about our intuitions, what we want to release, Then we can have a little breathwork session, some guided movements, because I also, as I was telling, I also do yoga. So we can do like some body movements. And then also I work with art therapy. So art therapy, yeah. Arte terapia in español. So yeah, I have some writing exercises to help the people to put on a paper, because this is very important. Mostly when we talk, we are like we talk quickly. We don't really take the time to set up, and like with art therapy, we really take the time to write our troubles, our traumas, and then we can even burn into a fire or make a ritual. And so that's my part, and then the familiar constellation, it's more mixed part. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, me too, I really love it.
So what's the objective of the workshop? Like what do you aim to achieve here in the city?
Of this precise
It's-
workshop
it's-
or
I
in
pre-
general?
In general, like I'm presuming also it's for men and women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my aim in general is to help the people to be free, basically. Like, to be free from their patterns, from their beliefs, from their way of acting, way of thinking. And my aim in my own life is to be free, so to feel free. It's a feeling, first of all, because we are... I don't know if freedom is, like, it's a big concept, we can talk about it during 8 hours, but with Tantra, art therapy, familiar constellation, yoga, all those practices helps us to to feel this feeling of freedom, I think. Yeah, to be able to choose our life and not to I don't know how to say it in English, but to be not to be a victim of our life.
To take control.
Yeah, exactly.
And so this is going to be here at the pyramid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're in charge, or you're working here at the pyramid now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's been 1 week since I'm in charge of the place with Asha and Nikki. So Nikki is also a yoga instructor, and yeah, the three of us we take care of the place.
And what is the pyramid, and what is the goal of the pyramid in general?
So the pyramid is it's a transformative place. To, as I said, to relieve from our past trauma, and to go to more freedom, more light and brightness, I think.
What kind of people do you want to invite from Vilcabamba to your event?
Every type of
Yeah.
people.
Young, old,
Middle.
singles, and in a relationship.
Mhm.
It's
Oh,
try
okay.
to figure it out. How do you stand in love and in your fear? Because when you're mostly in your fear part, there's no love,
Exactly.
and that's the challenge. And it's really nice to see the blockage of fear hold you back. And I did these courses a lot in Holland a couple of years ago, and the amazing thing was that all men and women stand closer to fear. They feel more safe when they are around fear, and
That's
that
unusual.
was really amazing. And I thought, what?
Wow, because we're familiar with it.
Yeah, we are familiar with the fear, and we're not familiar with the love, and that's make them afraid of that, and put something between. And it was really amazing to figure that out and see what was happening.
Yeah, society has to change that pattern.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. That's what
But
we're
it's also
starts
in
here.
the family line. The fear is, it's you grow up with fear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it can apply to any type of fear about anything, because like every family has different things.
Yeah.
So it can apply to anybody.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what the problem is exactly, as long as it's based in fear, you can
Yeah.
help clear that.
Yeah.
So everybody's fixable.
Yeah, you have a desire. That's what we're working on in the meditation. There is a desire that you want, and why you don't have it now.
Exactly. You have to have the desire to initiate an energy change.
Yeah.
If you don't have the desire, you're going to stay in the same place.
Yeah, then you are good. That's also good. But when you have a desire and you didn't receive it yet, and the desire is there for a long time, then you must look at the blockage, and yeah, and to pronounce it fear, it makes it more clear.
More clear.
And Meek, you mentioned you also go into the future. Is that going into the future for one person, or is that your future generations also?
No, for the person. Yeah.
And what is that like? What does it mean to go look into the future?
Yeah, you can get the how do I say that? The trust into the now or the love.
Like finding yourself who is without fear in the future
Yeah,
and connecting with them.
yeah. And then you know how it feels like
Uh-huh.
to be without it or to be with love. And then it's easier to find it in the now.
Uh-huh. It helps teach you, and it helps. I've noticed if once people get a taste of what they're looking for,
Yeah.
you know it exists, you know you have it, that was what gives people the motivation.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then it's easier to find it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and in this type of familiar constellation, we are in a group, so it helps to have this feeling that we can have what we want. Like at least for one day, we can taste it, as you say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
And so if you're helping yourself, since everything can be transferred through generations, I guess if one helps themselves and helps release fears, will that help with their future generations?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
'cause-
also backwards.
Oh, it affects what's already happened also.
Yeah, yeah. Dus it helps backwards and forwards.
So if like somebody's starting a family, this would be very good also, especially good for helping their children.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah. Yeah, to see a new path.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the more you free yourself and the more you liberate things like layers that you have
Yeah.
from your past, so you free your future generation automatically.
Wow.
yeah.
That's the theory. I think we're all
That's
working
how
on
we
that.
find each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, on this topic.
You
Yeah.
you met each other here in Vilcabamba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was my student.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
we
she
are.
was the tough teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy I can promote my yoga because on the Monday also I will give a class here, and it will be a hot vinyasa yoga, kind of a warrior yoga, but sometimes like maybe more cool. So we'll see. It can change. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can change.
I did, a famous guy from Germany, Bert Hellinger. I did courses with him, and I did a year training for family constellations, and then a year training for organization constellations. And that's something different. It's not the same.
So it must be great for relationships.
Yeah, but in relationship to you, to your house, it's also possible. To your work, to,
To yourself.
Everything is a relationship.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to yourself also.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have for yourselves experienced or know anybody who's experienced changing themselves has affected their relationships with others?
Yeah, sure.
How so?
Constantly, every day. I think I constantly reinvent myself every day. When I look 2 months in the past, I'm not the same person. And I see that my friends, like partners, they also change when I change. They have nothing to do with the partners that I had 10 years before. And I think, when you change and when you free yourself from old ancient patterns, you also find new friends, new jobs, new partners, new way of living that are better for you.
So why is there so much fear in people's lives?
When I speak for myself, I was in a relationship before John, and my husband died 6 years ago. and we were in a difficult situation about money, and he made a mess out of it, and I was in fear for years to be bankrupt. And then the judge came and said, you are bankrupt, and all the fear was gone.
Mhm.
It was really strange. You are afraid of something that might happen, and that husband died and left me alone with the bankruptcy, and it was awful. I must go out of my house, stop working as a therapist, and find another job, and yeah, move. And it was a lot of things in my life was changing. Only me was the same, and my son and my family, but the outside world was completely changed.
Mhm.
And then I feel, oh, the fear is gone because I lost everything, and yeah, and there's still me. I survived, and it was a big relief. It was really strange.
Yeah, we won't do like a proper yoga session because it would take maybe 1 or 1 hour and a half just to do some body movements to free the body, to free the emotions that are stuck in the body. With breathing also, with cacao, which is the medicine of the heart. So first like a welcoming cacao ritual to put our intention clearly on a paper, and then a guided meditation about our desires also, because at the end of the meditation the people are guided to feel as if they had achieved their goals, to really have this feeling inside of them, so that we can then work on the fear that we have, on the blockages. Yeah.
So people set their intention at the
Yeah.
beginning of the day,
Yeah.
and then
Their intention, their desires.
Yeah, then we have a good, everybody has a focus then.
Exactly.
And I love to work with focus. And then, yeah, when you have fear in your body, then something is blocking. And with the breathing and the exercise, you get, yeah,
You reconnect to your body, and so you reconnect to your emotions and to yourself.
yeah, you can solve the stuck
Mhm.
parts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because most of the people don't know how to breathe. We just like we breathe from here. Normally we should breathe from the belly. Most of the people don't know how to. Don't take the time every day to sit and for 30 minutes just to breathe. And this is the first thing that we did when we were born. The first thing we did was to breathe.
Yeah.
And we
I
for-
think the breathing, the yoga and cacao ceremony is it. I assume it gets people ready to be able to
To
focus.
open
And,
up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's to connect with themselves first, and then to open to the group, and then to work, to be properly ready to work in the constellation. Yeah, because it can move a lot of feelings. It can move a lot of
Yeah.
things. At the end of the day, you
you'll
really
be
feel
tired.
You're tired, and you really feel an
Tired, you may cry.
Yeah, but also very happy and very relieved also.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I remember my first constellation was amazing. It was a whole day, and at the end of the day, I felt like a new person. I felt some burden was far away, you know. Yeah, it was one of
Yeah.
the most powerful exercises that I did in 10 years of personal development, personal growth. The constellation, the familiar constellation, was the most powerful, and it was only one day.
So expect transformation.
Yeah. Transformation for sure.
having this event in a group setting help encourage more transformation?
Yeah, I think when we are in a group dynamic and everyone shares about its own fears, feeling, experience, emotion, I think like it helps the other one also, the one who does not really want to tell about themselves. It helps them to grow together and to be part of a small community for one day at least. But it's a small family, you know,
Mhm.
that we create. So So yeah, it helps. It helps.
Can you give us information on where people can find you?
Yeah, so soon in the Pyramid Mandango Instagram there will be a lot of information, a calendar, videos. We hope video every day or weekly to present what we're gonna organize here. Many different workshop, yoga, women circle, men's circle, mixed circle, also meditation by Asha, and a lot more of events. Temazcal, ayahuasca ceremony, mushroom ceremony, plants, medicine, like all types of events here. So soon, yeah, you have to go to Pyramid Mandango on Instagram and to subscribe, follow, and then you will have all the informations. And there is also a Telegram group and a WhatsApp group.
And they're both Pyramid Mandango?
Yeah, yeah.
For you, Meek, what's the best way for people to find you online?
Yeah, we have an English website, mikiforyou.com, and we have a lot of on the personality things about the Enneagram and soul types and why your soul wants to do their thing on Earth. And the personality, that's mostly the ego and the young child stuff you did, holds you back from your soul.
So the name of on Sunday, it's on Sunday 6th of April. The name is Your Heart Knows the Way, and it's here in Pyramid Mandango at 10, but doors open at 9:30.
Sponsored by Vilcabamba Healing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sponsored by Vilcabamba Healing and Pyramid Mandango. So feel free to join. Yeah, we would really appreciate to have you here on Sunday.
Do people need to sign up beforehand, or can they just come directly?
Yeah, it's better to sign up before.
Yeah.
To contact either Miek or me. You have the mail address on the flyer, my phone number, and also they can contact Pyramid Mandango on Instagram.
Well, awesome. This is going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people are very excited right now to come after
Yeah.
hearing all of this.
Come numerous. We will have a great time.